What is happening, Minnesota Vikings fan 28? And today we're going over the Minnesota Vikings 2020 opponents. So let's get right into it. So first off, we're going to do the home games, and of course the division opponents. So we got the Chicago Bears at home, and this season the Bears did not make the playoffs. Their offense was stagnant, just like the season before. Their defense was not as elite, but that was because the offense could not do their job. So this season, I don't know what to expect. They should be a little bit improved. Defense should still be very good. I just don't know about the offense and Trubisky and Matt Nagy. So at home, even though we lost to them this year at home, but that was because we rested all of our starters. I think we can get the job at home done and get the W. Next, we have the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, yikes. I don't know. I can't really say much about Detroit Lions at this point. Um, they have been struggling on both sides. Well, mostly on defense this year, giving up some of the most amount of yards in the NFL. Offense without Matthew Stafford, really doesn't, do much. Um, so, I mean, we should win this game, especially since it's at home. So, another W for the Minnesota Vikings. This one is going to be the most difficult home game, and Green Bay finally beat us at home this season. Of course, we didn't have Dalvin Cook, which is a big part of our offense. If this is not a Monday Night Football game, I definitely think we can win this game. I'm feeling a split for the Packers, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But at home, if we have a healthy Dalvin Cook and decent offensive line, because our offensive line didn't do much against the Packers last time, we should win this game at home. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Quarterback situation for Jaguars, I do not know what's happening down there. When they signed Nick Foles to the huge contract before the season started, and then Minshew mania happened after Nick Foles got injured week 1, and when Foles came back from injury during the season, did not look so good, so they put Minshew back. I don't know. Minshew is okay. I do think the offense of the Jaguars and is okay. Defense, they're still good. They're not, 2 years ago where they were Saxonville, but still very good defensive core. But it's at home, and the Jaguars, I just don't think they have what it takes, and they probably won't make the playoffs next year. So a win. Next, we have a good team in the Tennessee Titans who made it to the AFC Championship game, beating teams like the Patriots and the Ravens. Lost to the Chiefs. Had a lead against Chiefs and then lost it. But this team runs through Derrick Henry, just like the Minnesota Vikings. Their run games are very important to them. So I gotta say that they are very similar teams. Their defense is pretty good. Sort of similar to the Vikings defense. So of course, I think the Vikings defense is a little bit better. I like Ryan Tannehill. I believe he'll be the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans next year. And yeah, this should be a very good matchup. If this was in Tennessee, I would actually have the Vikings losing, but since it's in Minnesota, I'll give them the win. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, as we know, did not have a good start to the season this year, but finished strong. So I got to say, the Falcons offense, very, very good. Very, very talented. The defense, however, sucks. And I think we can take advantage of that. It'll probably high, it could be a high scoring game but it's at home. We beat them last time at home. Give them another W. Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton, how's he going to recover? I don't know. And new coaching and all that. But the Packers had a new coach. This year they did good, but that's very rare. So I feel like there'd be some growing pains. So Panthers going into U.S. Bank Stadium, that's gonna be very hard for them. So I'll give the Vikings another W. The Dallas Cowboys, probably the second toughest game at home. We beat them in Dallas this year. Of course, Jason Garrett and they're gonna have new coaching with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy sort of knows the Vikings well. Of course, it's been a little bit, but I do think this would be a very high scoring game. Offensive talent on that Cowboys team has a lot of potential. Defense pretty decent, above average. Um, but if this was in Dallas, I would this I would give them a loss. Since this is at home, I'll give them a W, which means I am giving them 8-0 at home. We are a great home team. Now we're gonna get to the away games, and this is where it's gonna get a little bit dicey because this is where we're gonna be taking some losses. So first one is the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Cannot do good in Chicago, no matter even if the Bears' offense is not that good. Their defense will probably swallow us up. It was supported by the crowd noise. That is going to be our first loss. We're 8-1. In Detroit, I mean, I don't care where we play the Lions. Lions rebuild. They keep rebuilding and rebuilding. I just don't know what's going on with the Lions. So saying that, I'm giving the Vikings a win. So 9-1. The Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. I was, thinking about a split. Probably going to give them a split. So a loss in Green Bay. Almost beat them last time. If Kirk Cousins didn't make a dumb interception in the end zone. So, but the Packers defense definitely improving. Will help Aaron Rodgers. Love the run game from Aaron Jones. So yeah, 9-2 right now. Houston Texans in Houston. This is the toughest game for me to predict, and I'm giving them a loss. The Vikings lost. So I don't know. The Texans are very hit and miss. Their offense has a lot. Is their main thing. They can be hit and miss at any time. In the Buffalo game, in the first three quarters, they did absolutely nothing. In the fourth quarter and overtime, absolutely amazing. And they can put up 40 plus points against the Falcons and not put up many points against the Broncos for most of the game. I don't know what to think about the Texans. So it's very hit or miss. So I think we're gonna take an L in Houston. So that is 9-3. Indianapolis Colts, Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, the Colts looked promising. I think they will make gradual steps forward this season, but I don't know how far Jacoby Brissett can take them. Definitely there's some playoff potential, maybe a wild card, but I don't know. I think it's going to take a little bit more time. So in Indianapolis, we're going to get the win. So 10-3. In New Orleans, we got very lucky in the playoffs. I feel like when everyone was down on us, some of that power and won the game, and played great on defense, played great on offense. We would have to have another game like that for us to win. So yeah, we're taking a loss in New Orleans. We're at 10-4 right now at Tampa Bay, giving us a W. Jameis Winston, as he can put up all the yards he wants. He did not go to the playoffs. He went for 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. We're going to get those turnovers off of Jameis Winston. Maybe, seven turnovers, just like the Chargers game. I don't know, but we're taking a W. That is 11-4 at Seattle. Guarantee you this is going to be Monday Night Football. I don't care, how, if the Seahawks defense is wasn't good this season. They'll be better next season. Russell Wilson, he is absolutely amazing. He controls that whole offense, and I don't know if we can stop him. So, especially with Legion of, well, not the Legion of Boom, but the 12s will be behind him. So we're taking a loss. So that is going to be 11-5. 11-5 is going to be my record for right now. I will be making a full video when the schedule comes out, and maybe I'll change it to make either a game more, game less. So stay tuned for that once the schedule comes out. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and as always, Skull.